Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm so happy that I've received so many questions about the Costa Rica program. And so we're going to go through it right now and provide a little bit more in-depth information for you if that's something that you might be interested in. So let me share right here. So we have the Costa Rica Study Abroad program through the Department of World Languages, Literatures, and Cultures. So that means that we are set up to go study at the University of Costa Rica. Beautiful country, amazing people, amazing experiences await you. And since it's through the Department of World Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, the classes that we will offer are Spanish classes. So, just to give an overview, you get 6 to 8 Spanish credits in 4 weeks coming up this summer in the month of June of 2026. You're going to study and live at the Universidad de Costa Rica in the city of San Ramon, which is about 1 hour west of the capital of San Jose. We also have excursions planned, excursions to the beach and also excursions to the jungle for all of the amazing tropical things that are going to happen there. So, at the end of this presentation, we're also going to talk about the calendar and the costs associated. So just to go over some of the geography here, in Costa Rica, I've circled some of the most important places on the map. We've got San Jose, the capital, right here. And then we got this little town of Alajuela, which is on the way to San Ramon. Now, Alajuela is a province. It's like a state in Costa Rica, and it includes San Ramon. And San Jose, the metropolitan area, has over 1 million people. We're going to be sort of on the edge of that in San Ramon. Now, San Ramon reminds me a lot of Auburn because of its size. It is about the size of Auburn, and university students abound. The university there is very vibrant. There are lots of students there, lots of clubs, lots of things to do, like I'm going to detail a little further ahead in this presentation. And I'm also going to mention further along Punta Arenas, which is where we have our excursion plan to go to the beach. Isla Tortuga is also over here. Just fabulous views, amazing. And then also the town of La Fortuna, which you can see is about 2 hours north of San Ramon. And here you have this beautiful cloud forest jungle, zip lining, whitewater rafting, geothermal hot springs, coffee and chocolate tours, and of course, lots of free time to enjoy both those places. So let's go forward here. We'll talk a little bit more. Why San Ramon? Why not San Jose? Well, I went to both campuses. I went to the main campus in San Jose to see for myself, and then I went to San Ramon. And after comparing the two, me and my colleagues here in World Languages, Literatures, and Cultures, we thought that San Ramon would probably be a better location because of safety. It's a very safe town, very safe city. You can walk around alone really at any time, day or night, without any kind of issues. So also in San Ramon, we found that their humanities are strong and their languages are strong. So they have a lot of really positive, supportive instructors who are really happy about teaching Spanish to international students. And they're very welcoming and are just looking forward to everyone coming. We also have a lot of great Costa Rican students there. They're always out playing sports, playing soccer. They have lots of clubs, lots of amazing things going on. Sometimes there's live music on campus. Every single day, there's a great like cafe on campus, La Cafeteria, and you can go there and you can get a whole meal for about $5 or $6. It includes like 3 courses. You'll have your salad, you'll have your main course, you have a drink, even a dessert, and everybody gets together and eats, and there's lots of conversation and lots of just really friendly, amazing people. And then also we have great host families at San Ramon. When I went and visited both campuses, ever since COVID in San Jose, they've been focusing a lot on having international students live in dorms. And so we didn't have the family stay option. We didn't have the homestay option in San Jose. But in San Ramon, they have dozens of families, all within a block or two of the university. And so they're very welcoming and warm. And it's just around the block to walk to campus. The is modern, and here's a shot of the fountain that's next to La Biblioteca Central. All the classrooms are very current too, and lots of natural light. It's a very positive environment. About the city of San Ramon, we have a great central plaza, and there are lots of little cafes there where you can go and do homework and hang out, talk with people, like El Museo del Café or Avenida Cero. Aromas is like probably one of the more popular ones, and it's a cafe, but it's also like a little restaurant, so you can grab a little bite there. And the weather, of course, is like amazing in Costa Rica. If you've ever been, I know a lot of people have. And you always have a sea breeze blowing because you're between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans, and the temperature is very nice. They're usually in the 60s or 70s, even in the time we're going to be there in the summer. Every afternoon, it tends to rain hard because of the monsoon weather pattern, right? But we're pretty familiar with that living on the Gulf, so it's very similar. So, also in San Ramon, there is this farmers market, which is open every day of the year. And it's called La Feria de San Ramon. And it's full of tropical fruit. So you get lots of experiential learning there. So you're going to go there and you can talk with people and you can try all the food. They have all kinds of amazing tropical fruit there. I just happened to get this shot of the banana stand, but they've got tons. They've got dragon fruit, mangoes, papayas. They've got things I had never tried before, like la manzana del agua. It's like amazing fruit there, and it's all very affordable. If you spend $5 there, you're going to come out with 2 or 3 full bags. It's a very fun place to go, and they also have hot food there, so it's a fun place you can wander around after class. There's also good nightlife in San Ramon, and here's a shot. As you can see, very nice, clean, orderly, safe city. There are great places where people like to go. There's one called Santo Pecado, and another one, Los Barriles. Those are both really popular and right here on the main plaza. And there's also Club de Amigos for karaoke. So karaoke evidently is like the really cool thing to do there now, as far as what university students do. And so that's a big deal, and it's all set right there. So now I'm going to change topics a little bit, move on to our excursions. So 2 excursions are included with the program, with the package deal. There are 3 weekends in total, and the first 2 have these scheduled excursions, and the third one is totally open. So you can choose maybe to return to one of these places or maybe go to a new one because they're so many things to see there. You could spend a lifetime in Costa Rica and probably barely touch the surface. So this first one, leaving Friday, June 6th and returning on Sunday, the 7th, is to Punta Arenas and Isla Tortuga. So Isla Tortuga is one of the most popular destinations in the country. You ride out there on a catamaran and you spend the whole day at the island. And they prepare your meals right there on the beach. They also have snorkeling available there, and the waters are like emerald waters, and the temperature's perfect. And you're just kicking back. After the first weeks of class, I know it's going to be amazing to get our toes into the sand there. So that's something really amazing to look forward to. The second excursion is in La Fortuna, which I mentioned is 2 hours north of San Ramon. And here they have all the jungle experiences. So it's the top center for ecotourism experiences, one of the top ones in the country. And it's right at the foot, at the base of the volcano Arenal, which is one of the biggest attractions, one of the biggest natural wonders that they have there. It's a really steep volcano, just impressive. So in this excursion during the second weekend, which is from Friday the 12th to Sunday the 14th, in this excursion, we have rafting planned on the Peñas Blancas River. So we'll start off on that Saturday morning with a great rafting trip. And during the rafting trip, there's like a river safari. So we don't just do the rafting, but we're also going to see some amazing animals. We'll see the sloths and the monkeys and the toucans. We'll see all the amazing birds that are there and also get to see the waterfall of La Fortuna, La Catarata de La Fortuna. Evidently, unless you have special sloths that are raised in captivity, it's not a good idea to try to touch these guys because they're full of all kinds of little parasites and things. But they certainly are cute. And I hope, we get to see a bunch of them. So after the river safari, we're planning on going to a place called Volcano Lodge, which has geothermal springs. And as you can see, like here are the springs, the geothermal springs, where you can go swimming and kick back and relax after our day. And you got the Arenal volcano in the background there. So that'll be amazing. And of course, it seems like a place where one might be able to maybe order a little drink in a coconut shell. It seems like a great time. So moving on then, we'll talk a little bit more about the nuts and bolts of the curriculum. And yes, you will have 6 to 8 AU semester units available to you through this program. So everyone who enrolls will have a plan that allows you to get your next 2 Spanish classes. We fill out a sheet called the course assignment form, and the course assignment form allows us to enter the classes that you will take in Costa Rica and make a note of what those will be on your transcripts when the program is over. So the Office of the Bursar requires that we enter these numbers right here into the course assignment sheet. The FLSP 1000, 2000, or 3000. It's elementary Spanish abroad, intermediate Spanish abroad, and junior advanced Spanish abroad. There are also 2 graduate level classes that will be offered in this program for the College of Education. One of those will be FLSP 7000, which is graduate level study abroad, and then a 7079 class, which is a special topics in literature, which I will teach. I'm going to teach on a novel from the colonial period. It's highlighting the perspectives of women during the colonial period in Spanish America. Now, so the undergrads who will be there, going back to that, uh, I have some examples at the bottom to show what this will look like. So let's say that in the spring you finish FLSP 1020. That means in Costa Rica that you'll take two sections of FLSP 2000. And then on your transcripts, you'll get credit for 2010 and 2020 upon return. A similar scenario, let's say that you finish 2020 in the spring, well, then we'll enroll you for two sections of 3000. And then when you return on your transcripts, you'll get the credit for 3060 and 3080. Another scenario that's possible is that you're done with 3060 in the spring. That means we'll again enroll you for two more sections of 3000, which we will credit to you upon returning as 3080 and 4010. You might ask, do I need any Spanish knowledge at all to participate in this? No, none is necessary. You could arrive as a first-time Spanish student at Auburn, or you could test in with your high school Spanish credits and we could position you somewhere. But if you have no previous experience studying Spanish, you can start with two sections of 1000. And then upon return to Auburn, we would put those on your transcripts as FLSP 1010 and FLSP 1020. So every case is a little different, and this is part of the application process. While you're doing it, I will reach out to you when we get to that step, and I have a Zoom call or an in-person meeting to help you fill out this form, which your advisor needs to sign, as well as me, the director. So here's our program calendar. As you can see, we have an arrival day, May 31st, which is a Sunday, and classes begin on the 1st. We have our first week of classes, and then the excursion to Punta Arenas and Isla Tortuga. So we leave Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and then the plan is to return Sunday afternoon, also about 3 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be back by then. So be ready for classes the next day. During the second week, we're also planning on scheduling a shorter field trip to the main museums in the capital of San Jose. They have amazing museums there. There's, of course, the Teatro Nacional, which is super famous for the art and the architecture that it has inside. And then close by, you have the Museo de Jade, the Museum of Jade, and the Museo de Oro, the Museum of Gold. Both of those are full of indigenous artifacts that come from the Cuna people and others who lived in Costa Rica and Panama. Amazing, amazing to look at, amazing to check out. And then you can also see a little bit of downtown San Jose, see what that's about. And after that, we have the second excursion to La Fortuna, which we've just been looking at all of the great jungle experiences. On the Sunday there, we also have zip lining scheduled and a tour of a coffee plantation as well as a chocolate tour. And there will be some free time too. So that will be a full and amazing weekend. Then there's the third week of classes. And as I mentioned before, the third weekend, the 20th and the 21st, are free. They're open. So you are welcome to travel anywhere you want in the country. We merely ask that you give us the address of your hotel when you have that, and just let us know where you're going. That's all you have to do. Only for insurance purposes, only for safety reasons. Otherwise, you're free to go wherever you want in the country. You're free to go even to Panama, or if you want to go to Nicaragua, you can go to these other places too and enjoy just being near there. A lot of folks, I imagine, may want to go to the uh, Antonio Manuel, excuse me, the Antonio Manuel National Park, which is south of San Jose, about 4 hours. That's also another famous destination. The beach is right next to a jungle there, and it has a lot of the attractions that everybody really loves. If you go further south, I'm going to go back to the map. So Antonio Manuel is around here. And then if you go further south, it's just a little off the map. There's a place called El Cocorvado. And El Cocorvado is probably the most rustic or primitive or undeveloped national parks. So if you really like getting off the beaten path, you really like going on kind of tougher hikes, maybe doing some kayaking or something like that, then Cocorvado might be of interest. Back to the calendar here. So after that weekend, then there's the last week of classes, and we have final exams and a closing ceremony on Friday, the 26th. The next day is departure day. But when we say departure day, don't feel like you necessarily have to go back to the United States. You're welcome to continue traveling. Just at that point, the program is complete. If you're in Costa Rica, you may want to take a flight to another country in Latin America. There's certainly a lot to see and a lot of fabulous beaches. Maybe you want to go to Cancun, maybe you want to go to Merida, maybe you want to check out Guatemala, maybe you want to keep going further south, maybe go to South America. All that is available as well to you. So we are uh, adjusting the price. We are determining the budget. We had a travel supplier that changed their mind and were not able to provide the excursions as we had anticipated. So we have found another supplier. We had an earlier advertised rate of 4,750. We're trying to get it as close to that as we can. It will be somewhere in the 5,000s, and it will include all those excursions and everything else that we're about to look at. So included in this program for under $6,000, you have your tuition and your academic fees for the summer, your health and accident insurance. You have the excursions in San Jose that I mentioned to the museums, all the transport there. You get a transfer from San Jose Airport. They will take you to San Ramon after you arrive. When you return, you will take your own transportation. That way you have the freedom to come and go as you like when the program is over. You get the weekend-long excursions with lodging and all meals and all expenses paid or included when you go to Punta Arenas in Nicoya and Isla Tortuga, and of course the jungle excursion in La Fortuna. And with all of this, you get to stay with the host family, which means daily language practice and lots of support while you're going through this amazing experience and study. So you get lodging every day with 2 meals and laundry. So not included in the price is round trip airfare US to San Jose, which is generally very affordable. If you can book your ticket early, you can even find some maybe in the $500 range. When I went in the summer, I got mine for about $700 round trip. Passport's not included. Any textbooks you need to purchase are not included, as well as personal expenses you may have in spending money. And the travel insurance is not included either. Travel insurance is available for purchase through Auburn Study Abroad, and they're happy to help you with that if you are interested. Travel insurance means that if something happens outside of your control and you're not able to go, that you're able to get as much of a refund as is possible, which can be helpful if you have an emergency. But planning ahead, I think we should be good. Another advantage of Costa Rica is that it is relatively close to the United States, which means that you're not going as far away from home. So I'm available for any questions you have, and I can open up for any questions that our online attendees may have right now. If not, then you can contact me by email. My email is egs0061 at auburn.edu.